Hi everyone, I'm Marcie Besecker, an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up. Thank you for joining me today on this Sunday evening. As you probably have already heard, my team member Debbie Spicer has passed away after a long battle with cancer. So thank you for all your kind thoughts. I had a lot of people contact me yesterday. Thank you for letting me know. I'm in California. So apparently Lisa Freeman found out during one of her videos, and somebody had contacted me right away and asked if I knew. And I had just got on the computer, and I can't read comments. They're going so fast. But thank you again, everybody, for all of your kind words and thoughts. I thought it'd be nice today to think about Debbie. And Lisa posted something on Debbie's page that said she was, a #1 cheerleader, and she truly was. It didn't matter whose video she was watching, whose video she was sharing. She was always a cheerleader for demonstrators. And so being a demonstrator herself, I was very blessed that she chose my team to be on. And we chatted quite a bit. She was a lot of fun. And so I am so sorry about her passing, but I always try to think of the positive and that I'm happy she's no longer in pain. I do have some pictures I want to share. I got approval for everything about pictures and address, so I will share all that with you in a little bit. And I talked to Melanie about one of the photos that she said was her favorite, which was funny because it was one of my favorites, because it just said, "I got this." And so I'll show you that in just a bit. I'm going to have to go back and read everything, you guys, because I am just, there's a lot going on. She did tell us that her chemo finished a couple weeks ago. I think it was on a Wednesday, if I remember right. And then the following week, she ended up in the hospital with double pneumonia. And apparently, I'm guessing her body was just too weak to handle that. So prayers to the family, to Greg. I will have Greg's address at the end of the video. So if you're not able to hang out, come back. It'll be there. Again, approval to share the address. And so if you want to send a sympathy card to him, I think it would be really cool for him to see what a community she was part of. Okay, so I will share that at the end. Oh, God, cancer sucks. There's too many people that I know and that have passed with cancer. Both of our parents, my husband and I both, my mom and his mom, within a few years of each other. So it just hits home. Anyway, okay. Thank you, guys. And a special thank you to Melanie for keeping us updated, or keeping me updated with what's happening and everything. And anyway, today I thought I'd wear purple. It looks like blue, but it's really like a periwinkle purple. Debbie did love purple. So I want to make a card that I'm going to send to Greg. And let's just get started for now, and we'll do business talk later. All right, so I kind of have an idea. Oops, I didn't want to show you the one that I kind of started. Where's my other one? Here we go. So I didn't really know what I was going to do, and I didn't even put anything together. I do know that I want to do inked and tiled, and I hope you know. I thought it would be a nice, kind of a masculine card for sympathy, but I want to throw in some fun for Debbie. I'm going to do some purple and some sparkle, and we're going to do a bow. So it's going to be not super flowery, but definitely have bling in it. So I'm sure he'll understand. So the first thing I'm going to do, and like I said, I haven't made the card. I made parts of it so you guys don't have to see me fussy cut. I'm just going to turn this paper over. I want to I want to add this on here, and I'm going to do some of my removable tape. I haven't done this actual method with this tape before, so we'll see. I think it's going to be really wet, so I got to be careful. I'm going to lay this right here on the line and tape this, and this is going to be the centerpiece. Okay, so we are going to take this flower, which is this one right here, and I want to just pull in the fresh freesia because I want to make it a soft. Oh man, my desk, you guys, I was working on some of my swaps for backstage, and they are so time consuming and detailed and intense that I've been doing them for days and days and days, and anyway, it's just my poor desk. I just shoved everything off, to be honest. All right, so I'm going to stamp partially on the tape because I want to kind of put our flower on here. I'm going to do one kind of in the middle because I don't want them all up and down, right? And I went a little off there. That's okay, because we're gonna go up the side just a bit. So, in fact, I probably shouldn't have done that one, but that's okay. So we're just gonna pull this off carefully because remember the tape is going to be wet, and so I don't want this all over. So we're just gonna send that into the trash, and I'm gonna do this. I wasn't gonna do this, but I am now. I'm gonna do just a few up the side and just kind of right there. So it looks like we meant it that way. You know how that goes, right? All right. Whew. I feel like I need a little, like right there. It just felt like there was too big of a hole. So I'm going to set this one aside. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in our card base. And let me score this because I don't think I scored this one. I just kind of folded it. Remember, if you ever have your cut lines kind of crooked, just take your bone folder. You know, if your blade's not exactly sharp or you feel that your sides are kind of folded up. I did do bedazzle paper, so my blade's probably not the best. So let's take this. And we're just going, ooh, sorry, I normally like to start in the middle. Even though we're really not going to see much of the middle, you know, it's still, we're going to work our way out. I didn't mean for that line to be there, but that's okay because we're going to be covering up a lot of this anyway. So you really want to make sure you get them around the outside. I just like to do it this way because to me it makes me look like I'm doing my things even, but look, it wasn't right, but that's okay. Once you put the panel on the top, it'll be fine. All right, so I knew I wanted purples, and I knew I was trying to figure out what green do I want to use. I'm going to use Lost Lagoon. So we're going to set this aside. So now we have our inside, and we're going to go ahead and put that in because it's right on the purple, on the fresh freesia. When I use colored card bases, I don't always put a trim or a different colored panel on the back, which I don't need to do here. What I could do, if I wanted to, I don't think we need to, but I could have added a little strip right there of the fresh freesia, but I don't think we need to do that. I think Sympathy cards, I like to make them just a little softer, and so I think that's good. Oh, I should have stamped my sentiment first. Okay, I'm going to bring in Lost Lagoon because we're going to tie these colors together. And so I'm going to use, on the inside, may you find peace in the days to come and in the loving thoughts that surround you now. All right, because obviously they're trying to remember all the good. I'm going to put that right here. All right, so that looks nice, so we'll set that aside. Now I'm going to bring in a piece of paper and we're going to stamp, let's see, I'm going to stamp it this way. I think I had to do it kind of sideways. Well, I could have not done that, but I'm going to stamp that right there. I think I can get both of my images on here. Thank you for letting us know that, Melanie. The other one I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Gorgeous Gray. And I'm going to use the same one. So let me just wipe this off real quick. So I will have some announcements and stuff at the end and, you know, do some business stuff. But I just kind of felt like I needed to just do my card before I completely lost it. All right, so we're going to do purple. I want it Gorgeous Grape. I want it to kind of put a little bold in there. All right. And so this is going to have to be fussy cut because this is a bundle, but it's a bundle with a punch. And it's the one that has those, you know, shapes. And so I just kind of wanted to, like I said, I have an idea in my head. I have not done this card yet. And I'm going to save you the pain of me die cutting. So those are the two I did, and I die cut those. So those are done. And then I'm going to take my sentiment, and I'm going to use Lost Lagoon. There's a lot of purple, so that's where I kind of come in with a different color and decide, okay, let's not make it, you know, the whole thing purple. All right, so let's get that inked up. Again, I'm looking at Wishing because it's straight, whereas the rest of the font is kind of fancy. All right, so there we go. Wishing you comfort. So it'll say, wishing you comfort. May you find peace in the days to come and the loving thoughts that surround you now. So I thought that was really nice. All right, so let's see what we can come up with. So I did take the scallop, contour scallop die, and then I put it in the embossing folder, which is, if you guys haven't gotten these are the basic 3D ones. This is number 2. You get 3 in a pack, and it is in the online exclusives. So look there and don't pass these up. These are really good embossing folders. So I just wanted to add some texture. So you're going to see that it's going to cover up most of the flowers, and that's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted some. I could have stamped anything back there. I could have done, you know, these lines. I just wanted something to kind of not make it look like this, right? Because this is just really, you know, kind of plain. So let's do it like this. Melanie, it's funny you say that because Debbie would ask me, you know, which ones do you use more, these or these, or which stamps should I get, this one or this one? And so I would try to, you know, guide her whichever one she thinks she would use the most, obviously. Anytime there's shapes, that's the one I would go with. I'm going to add some sparkle because, you know, we must. And then I think I'm just going to kind of put these together. I think maybe kind of like that. So, but I'm going to pop these up. So let's glue this down. I used a lot of glue today. Let's see if I have any left in here. And we'll just glue well, okay. That's probably my 4th bottle today. Between, well, late last night today. So let's get another one. Alright. Of course it's embossed, so I'm going to use liquid. I'll make sure I have enough on here. I don't want anything falling off. There we go. Alright, so let's just add that. For those of you that did the Hey Chuck class, your kits are already out. I have the video and everything. I meant to get it all ready yesterday and it's not, but it is uploaded now. But I will get my email together for you and send it out tomorrow. So some of you are receiving your kits tomorrow. And so I will get that to you tomorrow. Maybe later tonight, but probably tomorrow. All right, so we're going to put this on here. And again, this is just to add some bling. So I just add a little bit to every circle so it's nice and secure, and then a little bit on the line if you can. Somebody had commented, I don't remember if they messaged me or commented about what glue do I use in my glue holder. They noticed that it wasn't the Stampin' Up glue. It is the Stampin' Up glue. I actually pour this into here. And I use this mostly just because you have more control over it. You can use a lot less. I use Seal a lot, but I do use Stampin' Up glue because I really like this glue a lot. All right, let's see, we got one more right here. All right, so I'm just going to put this here. Gotta add some of our bling. All right, now I'm just going to put this right on top so it'll kind of sit there, and let's put some dimensionals on here. And I just realized oh no, I do have some. You know, it's so funny to just see how much one person can make a difference. I have a little message too that I'm going to share that I feel came from Debbie. So I'm going to show you that. So if you, obviously, if you can't stay, come back and check it out. Let's see. I'm going to go a large one. That there. These are thin. I just really want to make sure that they stay secure. That one's really thin at the bottom, but I'm going to put it right there just to kind of strengthen that piece up there. And then I'm going to move my light a little bit. There we go. And then I want to put some right here on the stem. So if you take your mini dimensionals and then you take them and you don't cut them down the middle, you move over a little bit. So move over so one of your rows is really thin. Okay, so see how, let's see if you can see how thick this one is and how much thinner that one is. So I'm going to take the little thin ones and then just put them right in the middle of these stems to just give them a little more support. So I'm going to put one right here. Oops, that one kind of went off. All right, I think that's good. All right, this should be all nice and glued. Oh, wait, we need dimensionals here on our sentiment. All right. So this right here doesn't have any dimensionals right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put the flower down first so that I can kind of tuck the leaf behind it. Just pulling off all these. All right. And this one, I didn't put one on there. I don't think I needed that. So we're going to make sure it's on the card, of course, because this is, you know, the card base and envelope. So I'm going to move the leaf in a little and tack it down, but then I'm going to take the flower and kind of move it out a little bit because it doesn't have, you know, you can move this stuff around a little bit. I'm not going to stick that one down yet. Let's take our leaf. And I don't think I need to put dimensionals under at the bottom of the leaf right here because I think I'm going to tuck it in like right here. Okay. So in fact, I'm going to cut it a little bit because it starts to stick right there. And I want it to kind of be, kind of fill the circle a little. There we go. So we're going to put that there. Kind of slide it down. There we go. I'm going to tuck this under. So I kind of want them intertwined a little. Okay, this one can go over. And there we go. Okay, so now this one did have a dimensional on it. I'm going to take that off because the leaf underneath it has a dimensional. So I'm just going to take this one off. So be real careful you don't break your stem. And just roll it off. There we go. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put a dimensional there instead. Yeah. So we'll put a dimensional. And I'm just going to fold it so that I can tuck it under there. There we go. Now we're going to add our sentiment and we're going to embellish. I'm going to put the sentiment right about there. All right, now I'm going to do a bow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my, let me see, my linen thread. And of course, when you need that special something, you're going to go back to your retired items that you need. And I'm bringing in my gorgeous grape ribbon. And I'm just going to do a little bow. I was going to do them both together, but I kind of want my twine to be a little larger. So I'm just going to do a triple bow, a little one. And again, this is a 10-second bowl holder, or bow maker, I should say. Alright, so I'm going to fluff my bow up here. There we go. I just want a little one. All right, so let's cut this. All right, so there's that bow. And then I'm going to take my twine. I'm just going to do 3. So thanks for hanging out while I'm making my card. I thought, well, I know everybody knows who Debbie is, and I thought, you know what, it would be nice. It's always nice when, you know, you have that outlet to talk, to be with people that, you know, enjoyed her company and knew her too. And we all may not have known her, you know, in person, but we sure knew who she was, right? She was definitely, if you knew you were going to get on a video, you're probably going to see Debbie, which was always fun. I just got a card from her earlier this month. So this kind of looks like little angel wings, doesn't it? So I wanted to put this right here. I got a card from her 2 weeks ago. And I thought, oh my goodness, I cannot believe. And she was thanking me for a card that I had made her, which wasn't the one I accidentally sent her to Oregon. And I had, you know, messaged her and said, where are you at, Oregon or Arizona? Because I know she, at the time, you know, she was kind of going back and forth, and I just wanted to make sure. And by the time she answered, I thought, you know what, I really want to get it in the mail, because it was kind of a, you know, feel better soon kind of thing. And anyway, so it ended up that I sent it to Oregon, and she was in Arizona. So oh, Deborah, those are the little bows. The bigger bows I do with my fingers, like I did the twine. But the little tiny ones, the bow maker, for sure. My little bow here. I kind of made it small so that you can't see the 3 very well. All right, so there's that. And now we need to decorate it with embellishments. Okay, so it's beginning to look a little more blingy, but that's okay. So now I was thinking, these right here, which is the lighter ones, which is the Orchid Oasis, I really liked because it really reflects a lot of different colors. But then I like the darker ones because it kind of goes with the bow and this. But I think I'm going to go with the lighter ones because those aren't the main focus. This is the main focus right here. And so let's go with these. I think these really reflect off some colors really pretty. Again, of course, they're purple, and, you know, there's never too many when you're doing a special card. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to tuck one right here. There. So there we go. There's the card I'm going to mail. Cut this off a little bit. So I hope you guys like it. I think Debbie would. So I'm going to be sending this one off tomorrow. Thanks, you guys. So what I wanted to do, and again, I got you know, permission to do this. Where's my? Oh boy, I lost. No surprise, I lost the top to my glue again, and I probably put it in the trash when I cleaned off my desk because I was. Oh, here it is. I got it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, you guys. So I will be sharing the address if you want to send a sympathy card. Like I said, I really think it would be really cool for Greg to see the community that surrounded Debbie and who she was a part of and who she shared her thoughts with. And, you know, I'm sure there's many of us that helped her, you know, going through, you know, the chemo and her appointments and everything. And I think it would be really cool to show him what she was a part of. So I'm going to share that. I'm going to do business at the end, so we'll get there later. So I wanted to share, I talked to Melanie and I was asking her if I could post a picture and which one she would prefer, and she chose the same one I did, but I chose two. But let me show you. So Debbie Spicer on the left, and then this was her just a few weeks ago with her husband. And she actually sent this picture to me, I believe. And when I saw that picture on the right, I immediately said, her face just says, I've got this. She was so inspirational and always so positive. And, you know, whenever I would ask her how you're doing, oh, I'm doing good, I'm doing good. You know, she was just a positive person and just lit up. You know, I'm sure she lit up the room. She sure lit up our screen, didn't she? So I just thought I would share this. This was a message I thought from Debbie. This was her cover photo. Always end the day with a positive thought. No matter how hard things were, tomorrow's a fresh opportunity to make it better. So I wanted to share that with you guys. She had that as her cover photo. And I thought it was super, like, inspirational. It showed us who she was, how positive she was, and how it was like, no matter what, let's just, you know, move forward. Tomorrow's another day. Let's get through today. And I'm sure she's telling us that now. So let's try to remember that, you know, she is no longer in pain, and she loved life. She really did love life. She sure showed it on screen. She was always so positive. And that's the thing I can think the most about Debbie, is how positive she was. So I hope you guys will take this going forward and think about it, that tomorrow's another day. Today may be, you know, crappy day. This weekend may have been a crappy weekend. But going forward, let's try to lift our heads up and keep crafting, and know that Debbie is watching us saying, I think you need a little more bling on that. Yes, Debbie, you're right. Focus on the good. So here is Greg's address. I would love it if you guys would just send him cards. Let's flood him with cards and just show him what Debbie was a part of. You know how our husbands are. They roll their eyes like, oh boy, you know, we got another box in the mail, or, you know, oh, your crafting friends are calling you, or, you know, I craft online with friends, you know, we video chat and craft all day, and we'll be like, be right back, and we get up and leave. We get up and go to the bathroom. Oops, sorry, that's not what I wanted. We get up and go to the bathroom. We get up, oh, I'm going to go grab some lunch, and we chat all day, and it's like we're in the same room. And he's like, you just chat all day? And I'm like, sometimes we're like, we're crafting, we're busy. And I know that Debbie had the love for crafting for sure. She showed me her craft area, and she is just like us. She crafts everywhere. So, oh, you are welcome. So anyway, that is my tribute to Debbie. Thank you guys so much for joining. And you know what? I think the business stuff, other than the first thing I want to say is quickly, is bingo's coming up. So if you're interested in that, there's a link below. I'd love to have you join me. I do still have some July kits available. So if you would like that, there's, I do have some of those available. Just pay for bingo and I'll get those off to you. Excuse me. And the last thing is bingo. And then I told you your hay check kits are in the mail and on their way to you. And I will have the video and the PDF to those that did the class, and I still have kits available. So I know it wasn't due till the 27th out to you. The RSVP deadline is passed, but I still have kits. So if you're interested, I will show the kits probably on Wednesday if everybody's received them, so you can see what they look like. I don't always make extra kits, but I did make some. Oh, good, Robin. Thank you. Oh, thank you, everybody. Oh, thank you, Liz. Thank you, Melody. Well, I appreciate you guys. And again, those that messaged me, I'm glad you did, because I was working and my computer was on, but I was watching Netflix or whatever I'm watching, Paramount. And it would have been towards the end of the day when I would have found out, when other people saw it and would have told me. So thank you very much for those several people that messaged me, and then for the kind words and messages throughout the day. So thank you. Everybody, have a great week. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.